Hello and welcome to Deck Builders Dallas, where we talk all things outdoor living. Today we're going to look at a spot most people ignore, the space under your deck. With the right plan, that dark, dusty area can turn into storage or even a comfortable outdoor room. Let's start simple. On a basic deck, the ground underneath is often just dirt, mud, or leftover construction debris. The first upgrade is usually cleanup and drainage. That might mean grading the soil so water flows away from the house, adding a layer of gravel, and keeping weeds and standing water under control. Even that small step makes the space more usable for storing lawn tools, extra chairs, or seasonal items. Head height is a big factor. If you can stand comfortably under your deck, you have more options. If the deck is very low to the ground, we focus on drainage and keeping moisture off the framing. But when you have enough height, we can start talking about underdeck patios, swing areas, or shaded seating. The structure above is already there. The question is how to make the space below stay drier, cleaner, and more pleasant. Now let's talk water management. A regular deck surface lets rain pass through the gaps between boards. That's fine if the ground below can get wet, but if you want a dry space under the deck, you need a system to catch and redirect that water. Some systems mount under the joists and act like a ceiling that slopes toward a gutter. They help keep the area below drier, but the framing still gets wet from above. A true waterproof solution works on top of the structure instead. Systems like Duradek use a vinyl membrane installed over a solid surface to create a walkable, waterproof layer. Water never reaches the framing or the area below. Instead, it runs off the finished surface to the outer edge. That's what allows you to add things like finished ceilings, lighting, fans, and nice flooring beneath, without worrying that every storm will soak the space. Structure still matters. Posts, beams, and footings have to be laid out so they don't land in the middle of where you want to walk or place furniture below. Sometimes we adjust or add beams so the underdeck area has clean spans for a patio or hot tub. We also think about how to hide or finish around support posts so the space feels intentional, not like an afterthought. Finishes under the deck depend on how dry you want the area to be. For basic storage, gravel and open framing might be enough. For a true living area, we might pour a concrete slab or lay pavers, add lighting, and finish the underside of the deck with a ceiling system. The key is to match the level of finish to the type of water control system you're using. At Tough Deck Builders Dallas, we like to plan the upper deck and the underdeck space at the same time. That way, drainage, framing, and head height all work together. You can reach our team at 469-778-4942 or visit toughdeckbuildersdallas.com if you'd like to talk through what's possible under your existing or future deck. When you stand under your deck, ask yourself 3 questions. First, does water sit here after it rains, or does it drain away? Second, do I have enough height to walk around comfortably? Third, would storage, a patio, or a shaded hangout add real value for my family? The answers will point you towards simple cleanup, a basic drainage setup, or a full waterproof system. Thanks for listening to Deck Builders Dallas. In our next episode, we'll talk about when it makes sense to resurface a deck and when it's smarter to rebuild from the frame up.